And I'm back here. Not sure what's going on. Wait and see what happens. This is part 2. We're not sure what's going on. It's not letting me add Sam. And it's not letting Sam add me. So, we are going to, I guess we're all back here and we'll see what happens. Alright. Hey everybody, say something as you come back in so I see that y'all are coming back in. It shows me that people are here, but the page looks a little different for some reason. Hey Jill. Yes, we are. We are getting around tonight. When Sam comes back in, we'll try it one more time. Hey Maria. Hey Jones, my friend. When Sam pops in, we'll try it one more time, and we'll see what happens from there. Take 100, right. Hey, Jen. Yeah, we're having some issues. For some reason, we can't get it to work. Hey, Albert. Yes, I'm super sparkly. Super sparkly tonight. Yeah. We're just going to wait and see if Sam pops back in so I can try to add her one more time. Okay, there's a request. I'm going to accept it. Hopefully it works. It says adding. Right, Sweetums? We just want to have a good time. That's all we want to do. And Sam looks so pretty and sparkly. She needs to be in here with me to be sparkly. And we had a whole theme song. I mean, come on. My head looks super shiny in this light, too. Yeah, she tried that here, and it wouldn't even let me add her that way either. It just keeps saying, and then it says connection failed. You sure, Sam? I know. She did. She's tried from both pages. Hey, Maritza. We're going to get to crafting in just a minute. We're having a little technical difficulties. Let me see. Teresa, send me a request. So, somebody else tried StreamYard, but I'm not sure if they actually used it today. Teresa says, phone a friend. Sweetums. Are you acceptable? Oh, hold on. Somebody sent me a request. Teresa did. Okay. Let's just see what it is. Maybe. See, this time it actually shows your dot when it says adding. It didn't even show the dot when it was adding Sam. It showed the F logo. See what it does this time. I don't think it's going to add Teresa either. Maybe my internet's having issues. Okay, we're trying Sam one last time here. Okay, now this time, Sam, it does show your picture. Hey, Stacy. And connection failed. Well, this is not great. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and craft my project. Give me just 1 second to fix the camera. I had it way far away from me for the Duo. So let me fix that, and then I will get to it, okay? So close your eyes if you don't want to get dizzy. It might, because it's going to be moving. All right. Let me turn that a little bit. Or move it a little bit over, I mean. There we go. All right. Let's see here. I'm going to go to my page. All right. Thank y'all for coming and hanging out with me tonight. I'm so sorry about the technical difficulties, y'all. Angle's good. Light's good. Move that out of the way. All right. So, tonight, we've still got about 42 minutes. So what we're going to do tonight is I've prepped a lot, which is good. So oddly enough, y'all, it may actually be a me issue, by the way, because I'm not even showing up on my own page. Okay, there I am, and we're back. All right, so I did a lot of prep beforehand so that we could get a lot done. So we all know that I typically do a really big project. If you look behind me here, you can see the disco ball cake back here. It's covered in mirror tiles. The light bulb does turn on. Okay. I'm not going to have it on for the live because it's just really bright back there. So, tonight we are going... That had to be Tina who said that. All right, so we're going to make something similar to that tonight, okay? I keep sticking to stuff. So first I'm going to go ahead and show you the box, the cake itself. So here's our cake, covered in tiles, right? So this box is just a paper mache hat box from Hobby Lobby. So what I did is I put the top on, I drew a line, because I want the top to be removable. So that I knew where I could go as high as I could with the disco tiles. Okay? My comments aren't coming up over here, y'all. So I'm trying to read what I can there. Oh no, Sam, you're fine. You're completely fine. And then I covered the top so that I could still put it on there, but it still looked like one piece, right? Okay. So that's the base of our cake. We're going to add icing around the top, around the bottom. Okay? What's going to go on top of this cake? The reason I did it this way is you can use it for storage, correct? Now, the top, your cake topper, I did something extra special for there, but I wanted it removable so that you could change it out for different seasons. Okay? So the disco towels I used are in my Amazon shop, and it's stickers. The sheets are, I brought them in here. This is a sheet of stickers. Okay, these are green. They are 6 inches by roughly 4 inches. And this is several tiles on this one sheet. You just got to peel off the back, you stick them on there. It's not as hard as it looks, okay? It doesn't look like the top is quite a bit of work. The rest of it was easily just wrapping it on there, okay? But like I said, I wanted the top to be removable. So you can store stuff, but I also wanted the cake topper itself to be where you could change it out for each holiday, okay? I'm pulling to Tina tonight, and I may not ever get comments. I'm going to set the cake to the side for a second. What's going on top of said cake? It's New Year's, right? Some bubbly. This is an actual bottle that I covered in the green disco tiles. I put the black and white tiles. I'll show you those in just a second. These are actually from Amazon also. Put that there, and I trimmed it out in gold, and then added the top to make it look like the top of a bottle, right? So, that's going to sit right in the middle of the top of the cake. Okay? And they're back. I have comments. You can make toppers for each holiday if you wanted to, or you can just make this for one holiday. But my thing was, I like this, so why not make it to where I can just change out the tops for every holiday, right? Thanks for flocking. All right. So, we need to add our icing on here, on the top and the bottom. But before I do that, I wanted to ask y'all a question. So you see how this here has the black and white tiles? I have more of said tiles. Okay, and I've cut these into three tile sections, right? Do we want to put black and white tiles along the top and around the bottom, and then put the white icing around it? No to the black and white? I'm fine either way. Thanks, Tina. No to the black and white? Okay. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and start with hey Wendy. So we'll go ahead and start with our icing. So again, for this icing, I'm going to do just like I did when we did the tree that was back here. It's not there anymore. I'm actually going to use the silicone caulking again from Dollar Tree. I learned something since last week that I want to show you. Okay? I'm going to get my Lazy Susan thing here. I have a cake board that I'm going to set the cake on. Okay? So, if you remember last week, we cut the tip off, or week before last, we just cut the tip off of the cake, of the tube, and we use that to do our little icicle snow piles. Thanks, Marsala. So I learned, see, I put it in a bag just to keep it this way, but if you cut enough of the tube off, the Dollar Tree 1M fits on there. I thought that was pretty great to know. Alright. So it might want to pop off, so I may need to be a little careful, but I think it'll be alright. So I'm going to start. In the back, I have an area that I know is the back. And because I know that's the back, I'm going to start in what I should be the front. Okay? It does, doesn't it? And typically, you would want to go downwards, I guess. But I just want to put it straight on the... Like on this one, I did it at an angle because I left this attached. I left the cake plate there. I mean, the cake disc. I don't know if I'm going to do that with this. So I'm going to put them kind of directly on the tile itself. And I'm using it just like a regular piping bag, except I don't have to twist it. So yes, I may be a little quiet. I should have put parchment paper under this, but I forgot. And those of you who are really looking forward to me and Sam tonight, we'll go back and try this again. Me and Sam will definitely do another live together. Cake board, thanks. My mind went blank. The spinner, actually I got it at Walmart. A few people, Sue from Sprinkled Whimsy, Maria with Maria's, my mind just went blank. They have ones that spin by themselves. I don't know if that's more of a display thing or if it's something that actually is useful for this type of situation. Because I don't know how fast it moves, really. Now, if you go and you buy... Yes, Maria's Fake Bake. If you go and buy your disco tiles and you get them in and some of the bottom corners sometimes will be cracked on the bottom corners of each sheet. If you're doing something like this, use them at the bottom. Hey, Liz. Use those at the bottom because you're going to cover them up. Do they really, Pam? Hold on, did they have the ones that spin by themselves or just this kind? Oop, I had a blowout. You hear the fireworks, Annie? Ann? You hear them here? Oh, no problem, Lauren. We had technical difficulty, so really we're just kind of getting started. We couldn't get Sam to get... It wouldn't let me connect Sam... Anybody, actually. So there's the bottom layer. Now for the top, I'm just going to do it on this edge right here. And I am going to do those at an angle. Is he having a good birthday? Let me find my back again. It's right there. So I'm going to start here. Thanks for sharing, Rita. Hey, Camille. Hey, Helen. I really like that one. And the reason I'm doing these at the angle I am is so that it covers the seam between the bottom and the top of section of tiles. Good. Good. Lauren, you might have missed it earlier, but I'm now Uncle Ray Ray, by the way. You may have a little bit of running from your stuff here. And if you have one that just runs and it doesn't look good, wet wipe cleans it right off. Like, I have actually done a whole cake before and it all ran. I got my mirror tiles on Amazon. If you go to my link, my beacons link on my page, it takes you straight to my Amazon shop, and I do have them all on there. I'm not sure that I have my black and white ones on there, but all the rest of them are. And I've got them in 2 different sizes. I have this size, which is your regular tile size. And then I also have them in some in a miniature size, like the gold that are on the bottle. I'll show the bottle again in just a second. So when I did this before, and I did it for the lamp back here, this is a lamp for those who came in late. Somebody just said, "Hey, brother." I think that might have been a niece. I'm not sure. It went by too fast. That was a niece. Hey, sister from another mister. When I did this piece back here, like that is a 4-tier plus the candle. The candle is also covered in the tiles. I just used a thrift store lamp that I took apart to wire through all of it. I believe that somewhere, possibly on my TikTok, there is a partial video of me making the lamp. Thank you. Michelle. It was Michelle, right? Thanks, Catherine. I've got some pretty good stuff planned. I went and picked up supplies for Mardi Gras today again while I was out. We got quite a bit of good Mardi Gras stuff yesterday. So my plan is to get Christmas put away this next week so that I can do the Mardi Gras tree. I won't do the whole tree on live, but I might do some stuff from the tree on live. Yeah, I made a king cake, Catherine. Hey, Sue. I made a king cake on this past Thursday night, and I've got to make one more. Yeah, I've got to do one more king cake. All right, so far we have that done, right? Let me pull it up. Around the bottom and just around the top edge there. What I typically would do is go back and do one more row right here on the top facing up. I just need to get another container. I've used pretty much that whole container to do that, which is weird. I didn't think I would. Actually, M. Jones, I strung all those balls today and made the beads to go on the cake. It was a lot easier to string than I thought it was going to be. Thank you for sprinkling. Let me go ahead and cut this bottle open. Still got a little time. Alright, I'm just going to switch off the top. That's how easy that was, y'all. We'll put it on this one. I'm going to do a test. And we're good. So these I get from Dollar Tree for $1.25. And I have found that this typically doesn't yellow or cream out on me, I guess. It doesn't, the colors don't change as much. And it's kind of like it's in its own bag, you know? Now, the only thing you need to watch out for when you're doing something like this, and they're super close together, is it'll be a little easy to combine two of them by accident. So you won't have your peaks won't be right. I did a Valentine's heart cake a few years ago before I got into really knowing how to do fake bakes. It was just a red cardboard heart box. And I trimmed it out and put the word love across it using this, and it still looks great. I'm sure I'm missing some comments. I do try to go back and watch the live afterwards. And there we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop that off, set it to the side, put my cap back on, and I've still got some in here to use again. Throw that one in the garbage. I'm going to scoot the cake back to the side here. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to put the bottle back on top for a second so we can all see it. Okay. So there's our cake, right? We could stop there. Thank you, Albert. So, the box itself is just a paper mache box that I used disco tiles. I have them in my Amazon shop. They come in sheets like this. They just peel and stick, and I covered the box. The bottle, a little bit more difficult. From the bottom 3 rows of tiles is one wrap. Then I went around the sign because I didn't want to put any green there. Then I wrapped the rest of it. So from here down is pretty simple, right? Up here you have to start kind of piecing like rows of 2, row of 1 because of the angle of the bottle. So you just have to take your pace, your time, and put them on there. For the sign, the black and white is also tiles that I got from Amazon. I couldn't pass these up when I found them. A pack of 3,000 run about $9. So that's I can't remember how many sheets that is, but just for say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 150 squares on this sheet. So, great price on them. I did waste 3 sheets before I got this to stay how I wanted it to, the top section. Trying to figure out different ways to do it. It took me about 3 This is the 3rd sheet that's on here now. So, and then for the gold, I have smaller gold. The gold come in sheets like this. And they're much smaller of a square. There's a whole lot more squares on this sheet. For that part, all I had to do was wrap it. And then I doubled it up here to give it like more of a lip, I guess you could say. All right, so we could stop there and be done, right? Of course not, because that's not what I do. All right, now we're going to set the cake to the side. Actually, I'm just going to move it right there. All right. So I took a little disc, the styrofoam disc you get at Dollar Tree, and I drew the area where I knew the bottle would fit in the middle. Let me grab it. So I left an area here. Almost looks like a wheel. That hole was already there for some reason. I covered the rest of it in black clay. Okay. So this can sit right here in the middle of the cake. The bottle can sit on top of that. Okay. Now the reason I did that is I wanted to. We've got little styrofoam balls in glitter colors. I was thinking we could cover that in those, as well as a few disco balls. Because why not? You know? So that's one option we can do. 17 minutes, all right? So, instead of doing that right now, just because I want to show you some other options, I'm going to bring the cake back. All right? So we got the little black circle in the middle. The bottle would fit right in the middle like that. And then we could do the bubbles. That's what I'm going to call the little styrofoam balls. Bubbles around here. Right? I think that'd be incredible, right? And it kind of make it look like it's sitting in its own bubbles. Okay? Another option. You could do this where it's all covered. The bottom's covered, but it's not a great job. Okay? You could make... I made a quick cookie. It's nothing great. It's just a white sugar cookie with lips on it. You could do a stack of cookies on the top, right? Option for Valentine's. Or we can not have the black circle. We can move our bottle towards the back where it's not exactly centered. Okay? Now, I will say I did not reinforce the inside of this because I want to use it for storage. I'll show you that again in a minute. But, remember our little baby New Year's that I made? He's got a top hat and eyes now. Have to be careful doing this. Let me turn it towards me so I can see what I'm doing. So now he's sitting there next to the bottle of champagne. Y'all know I like to make a little fat, chubby, thick characters here. So that's what he ended up being. So that's option. Let me take him back off. Pull the bottle back off. Just a crown. Now you have a birthday party, a wedding table piece, something like that. M. Jones, I can't wait for your live. I'm coming in there, and I'm gonna act a fool. This crown actually came from my mind just went blank. Give me a second here. Decorative balls, covered in fabric. She also does pumpkins. Why did my mind go blank? She just moved to Texas from Canada. I can see her face right now and hear her saying my name. Actually, I have a box of her stuff right over there that she sent me. Sylvia. Yep, it's Miss Sylvia. I'm so glad you remembered that, Catherine, because my mind went blank. Yes. So I got this from Catherine, along with some other pieces. Hey, Kim. This and some pumpkins and stuff. I actually have a silver crown in the box. I could have got it out and I forgot. So yeah, several options of whatever you want to do. Like I said, interchangeable with cookies. You can do your champagne bottle. You could do a stack of macaroons. So it's really up to you. I mean, I could take pretty much anything I've got back here that I've done and put on there. I got an idea. Just to see what it looks like. We could just put a big old disco ball on top of it. Okay, the money bag would be awesome, except it's wired in back there. It lights up. But the plug that it wires into is underneath the table and I can't get to it. So, trendy wreath house. Yes. So, we could go even bigger. And bam. So, there's several options, y'all. But I wanted to make this where you could definitely change it out for different holidays, different things. It doesn't have to be just for this. And then the best part about all of it, other than the fact it's putting disco balls in the room, is I'm going to very carefully do this. Hey, Debbie. The best thing about it, like I said, I have to be very careful because I don't want to mess it up, is you can still store stuff in it. So it's also hidden storage. But for now, we're going to sit our little friend back up here. Let me turn it towards me one more time. We're going to put our little chubby New Year's guy back on here. I'm going to turn that bottle a little bit. So there we go. So I hope y'all enjoyed this craft. Remember, there's been several people before us today. I don't have my list. I was kind of, I'll admit, I was kind of depending on Sam to remember the list because I didn't print it. I know that after me is Tina Jones and Brandy. Tina is with Tina's Tasteful Treasures, and Brandy with Toasted Love Creations. They're next, followed by Lauren from our unique. Why did that just go away from me too? Yo, I'm horrible today. Sam said, and I have it. Oh. And Lauren is hosting, I believe she's hosting with Sue from Springfield Whimsy. Our Unique Touch, yes. Our Unique Touch is hosting Sue with Sprinkled Whimsy. And before us, there was Marie from Great Creations Folk Cupcakes. She hosted Marsala from Mariposa's Creations. Before that, yeah, I've got like 7 minutes left. Was Ruth with Ruth's Creative Corner. Kim Jones, she was on with Ruth, if I remember correctly. Did I say taste it, Tina? Did I really? I thought I said tasteful. Taste it, treasures. Oh, it's been a day. It's been a day. So, yeah. The full flyers are on all of our pages. I want to thank Teresa so much for hosting this event. I did give her some shout out in the beginning of the first attempt at the live tonight. Thank you, Teresa, so much for putting this group of creators together for this event. I've had a blast all day. I've even made Corey watch parts of it with me. I even watched y'all in the middle of Aldi today. I watched Kim and Janine in Aldi today. And while I was waiting to pick up my pizza. See, it comes and goes. I forget a lot. Cece was on earlier today, too. Cece was on with Shelby from T-Rex Designs, which is incredible that they got to go on when they did, because I never get to catch Shelby live. Yeah, I'm probably only remembering things today because I've been on vacation for a week. I go back to work on Tuesday, and I've already been trying to figure out how I can just take another week's of vacation. Pretty sure that ain't gonna happen. Yes. Oh, I stopped in the middle of the list. I did. I got sidetracked. I'm so sorry. Yes. Who asked about that? Kim was with Janine. That was Kim's Gift and Decor, and Janine is GA Morning Glories. Pam was on with Jamie, the Lollipop Lady. Pam is... Thank you, Marie and Catherine. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it through the full list, y'all. My mind keeps going somewhere else. But yes, I got 5 minutes left. But so everybody, go get you a drink, and let's toast. Yes, I started my Santa cup. I will change it out tomorrow. Crafting with Miss P is Miss Pam's page. I like Miss Pam. She used to be a school teacher, and she's from my neck of the woods. But yes, get you a cup, toast to a great night, a great year, and bigger things in 2024. I have big things in my mind for 2024, and we're going to speak it into existence. All right? You did too, Catherine? Awesome. My mom was a teacher, and I actually worked in the public school system for 7 years. 7 years? 7 years working with special needs kids and what we call latchkey kids, and color guard and a dance team. Yes. I bet you do, Tina Jones. I bet you do. I had to leave the public school system because I was now working with students whose parents I went to school with, and that wasn't going to work. Hey, V. Landry. Levy Mother Landry. Oh, I loved my kids and my kids loved me, but I couldn't deal with parents. I could not do it. Do you, Tassie? Awesome. But yeah, I'll let y'all all go. Take a quick bathroom break. Then we're all going to head over to, I'll say it right, Tina's Tasteful Treasures, where we're going to hang out with her and Brandy from Toasted Love Creations. So let's head on over there. Like I said, go take a quick bathroom break, get you a drink. And again, thank you, Teresa and Sam. We'll get together and do this again, okay? I love y'all. And remember, be wonderful, make something wonderful, and until next time, live happily ever crafter. I love y'all. Have a great night and a happy new year.